The game last night between Canada and Slovakia made me experience many different emotions. First I was happy, then I was paranoid, then I wanted to hit Philip Majar over the head with a sack of potatoes. But at the end of the day, it was also one of the greatest hockey games that I've watched in many years. Full of good old-fashioned hockey drama led by none other than Connor Bedard. And before we look at the highlight reel from last night, this guy right here is the bee's knees, okay? He's on a higher level than Shane Wright. Yes, he's on a higher level than Yuri Slavkovsky. He's on a pedestal at this upcoming draft. He's gravy amongst ketchup. And there's 32 teams in the NHL that watched that game last night and thought about becoming sellers at the trade deadline. The Tampa Bay Lightning woke up this morning with tanking on their minds. Anyway, this one started off on a good note for Canada. Just a few minutes in, we got Stankoven causing chaos in the Slovak zone, steals the puck, sends Connor Bedard in all alone on a breakaway. And I mean, you might as well just walk away from the crease here if you're a goaltender, because he's sick. He's sick. Look at him. Breaks Eric Lindros's record, makes it his own. And this would be just the tip of the iceberg for Connor Bedard in this game, because what happens later nearly made me need a new roof this morning. Anyway, moving on now, it's worth pointing out that this was also a pretty chippy game. Lots of scrums after the whistle, especially in the first period. Man, lots of stick work. Stankoven becomes the meat of a cross-check sandwich here. I'm sure that didn't feel nice. And even though the refs would let a lot of stuff slide during this game, there still would be a couple of power plays. And during the second period, Canada would have a chance on the man advantage. On the power play, we got Brennan Othman firing a cross-crease pass over to Dylan Ginter, who buries it to make it 2-zip for Canada. And what a pass from the Mothman. God, I love this kid. Everything's looking good. Fans are feeling a little more comfortable now with a 2-goal lead. But shortly after this goal, Slovakia would get a power play of their own. Right off the face-off, it's Nemec firing a puck through the crowd that finds its way into the back of the net. Wow. One thing about this game, Slovakia was dynamite on the face-offs. Now Nemec would also blow some kisses to the crowd, foreshadowing probably shouldn't have done that. And just a minute after kisses were blown, it's Ostapchuk for Team Canada barreling in on a 2-on-1, and he rips this one into the back of the net to restore Canada's 2-goal lead. But wait, what the devil is this? God, was that Connor Bedard turning over the puck in the O-zone? Yes, it was, and the Slovaks get a 2-on-1. Nifty little play here behind the net, and they put this one away as Bedard goes neck first into the post. Kind of a scary scene, but luckily he would be okay because Canada would definitely need him later on, because things would only get worse from here. And you gotta give Slovakia credit, they would continue to battle hard, and they would also get rewarded on this play by Montreal Canadiens prospect Philip Majar. Watch him go to work behind the net, shakes off Canada's defenseman, sends a beautiful pass out front, and Slovakia ties the game at 3. And I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating at this point. I wanted to put Dude Where's Majar in one of these headlocks that dads like to put their kids in. I was unhinged. The game was knotted up. And just before the two teams would hit into overtime, Slovakia would take a bit of a boneheaded penalty. Compliments of Nemec. Gets the old cross-check right back into action that would send Canada to the power play, but they would fail to capitalize on the man advantage. Shane Wright hits the crossbar. Nearly crapped my pants at this point. Then we get some 3-on-3 action here. Lots of good saves on both sides. Look at this one. Jeez. And it would all come to an end with this magical moment right here. Connor Bedard gets a dangerous looking shot. Team Slovakia would try and clear the puck. It goes right onto the stick of Connor Bedard, and right when I thought he was gassed and probably about to head to the bench, he does this. And this is some real Gordon Bombay triple deke stuff right here. Dekes the socks off this guy, then he dummies this one, goes to the backhand, and scores one of the most beautiful goals that I've ever seen at the World Juniors in my life. Connor Bedard is the hero. I don't want the Habs to win another game this year. That's it, they're done. Wow. Wow, gotta hand it to Team Slovakia. They deserve a lot of credit with this one. They just wouldn't go away. That team's got lots of talented players. Their goaltender, Gagin or Gajin, whatever his name is, he deserves a lot of credit, man. Putting up over 50 saves in this one. I thought he deserved player of the game. Bit of a shaft job, but regardless, big win for Team Canada. Next up is the US. I think Canada's gonna have their hands full on this one. Let me know what you thought of this game down in the comment section. Don't forget forget to thumb wrestle the like button before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.